Hi, everyone. My name is Adnan Kastrat, and I'm a therapist here at Modern Therapy. Today, I would like to talk about ways for couples to build upon their emotional affection towards one another through better communication and increasing daily check ins with each other. When we have a rough day or something stressful happens in our lives, we often want to vent or talk about it, right? And this is especially true if we have a partner. For the person who takes the role of listening, they will be playing a very unique and supportive role for the person who is speaking. Today's featured exercise will be about what we call active listening. Active listening is a very effective technique that allows us to listen to our partner with empathy and without judgment. By doing so, couples will be able to more readily support one another, as well as get a better understanding of each other's perspectives and worlds. This will then result in mutual strengthening of love and of trust. With communication, body language and how we present ourselves plays just as important of a role, if not more, as what we choose to say. So let's go over some important factors that we want to consider in order to successfully complete this exercise. First and foremost, it's important to know that we will be taking turns when it comes to speaker and listener. That way, everyone has a chance to speak and to be heard. When we're engaging in active listening, we really want to avoid what might feel like almost a natural instinct to do, which is to give unsolicited advice. The golden rule here is that we really want to first understand what our partner is experiencing, as well as understanding where they're coming from before we even make any kind of suggestion or advice for their situation. We also want to show genuine interest. So you don't want to let your eyes wander or your mind. You want to stay intently focused on your partner so they know that you're listening to them and that you're interested in what they have to say. We also want to communicate that we understand what they're saying. So letting our partner know that you can and are empathizing with what they're saying. It can look something like, oh, wow, I can totally see why you're having a rough day. Or, oh, I definitely see why this is so stressful for you. So, with that being said, we want to always be taking our partner's side. And this means being supportive, even if you think that part of his or her perspective is unreasonable. We don't want to lose the perspective itself. If your relationship is important to you, it is likely more important than your opinion on the topic. So, we really want to validate what our partner is going through. We also want to have this expression that it's an us against them kind of attitude. So we want to let our partner know that the both of you are in this together, and whatever the situation is, whatever the problem is, it's something that you're going to work on together, and it's going to be something that won't be able to divide your relationship. So we also want to express affection, and this can look very different depending on the relationship and the person. Some people appreciate more physical touch, such as a surprise hug from behind. Some people appreciate more of a verbal affection, such as saying, I love you. You can use both, but you ultimately know your partner better than anyone else and what they like. Finally, you want to be validating their emotions. You want to let your partner know that his or her feelings make sense to you by telling them just that you understand what they're saying and what they're feeling is valid. So you may be asking yourself why we even are doing this. Research shows us that emotional attraction is just as important as physical attraction. So even when we're talking about something like intimacy, if you or your partner feels emotionally rejected by each other, then there's a good chance you won't be in the mood to be intimate, for instance. If you found this exercise to be helpful, you may want to check out Modern Therapy's website, moderntherapy.online, and take a glance at the variety of diverse skilled therapists we have and see if somebody would be a good fit for you to help you with your journey. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.